Kia ora, welcome back to another episode of Sharpen Up, brought to you by Beard Brothers. Thank you to everyone who jumped on our Beard Brothers giveaway last week. Make sure you follow them on their social media as well as us, and subscribe to our YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. We've got a big show today. Our manuhiri for today is one of Aotearoa's most accomplished athletes, Kai Kara Franz. And mihi ana kia koe. Thank you so much for joining us.
Kia ora, thank you for having me.
Yeah, great to have you in studio. Now, you've got a big kaupapa this weekend. You're running the Auckland Marathon, but also you're doing it for a very specific cause to support the Walk Without Fear kaupapa. So if you could tell us a little bit about that first, please, Kai.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's a bit of a funny one. It didn't even cross my mind running a marathon.
I don't think it crosses many people's minds, bro.
It wasn't until Afi's brother, Tiao, put it out there, say, "Oh, bro, is that us?" He set me up because he said, "Yeah, can you get an ASIC sponsor? Here's the catch. We've got to run a marathon to earn it."
Shout out to Matt at ASIC, thank you.
Yeah,
you might pull out last minute, bro. Watch out.
Well, he already did. He pulled out straight away. We didn't even get to train together. For about 2 months, he's just ghosted me. And then I've had to go down to Tauranga just to see if he's... Yeah, are we still doing this or what? Because I haven't seen much mahi on socials. It's just... Yeah, nothing. But, yeah, he kind of put it out to me if I was keen. And then we have our gym charity at CKB, Walk Without Fear.
Yeah.
And I haven't really been a part of their campaigns much. Like, they did a few giveaways with BMW giving away a car, so people can buy raffles for that. We do the draw end of November. So my way of giving back was like, I'm not a part of that, but I can do something for this marathon. So I said, I'll just get on board and instead of walking without fear, run without fear. So that kind of just organically aligned, run the marathon, do it for a good cause, and spread awareness to the running community as well as the wider community to get behind me. So I've actually really enjoyed the training. It's been nice having something a bit different from my combat setting. Nowhere to run from yourself. You're just in your head for X amount of time that you're running for. It's just kind of nice to start your day like that. I really enjoyed that side of things, having that routine, especially before the kids wake up. I've got two boys that have a lot of energy, so I'm glad I've been able to build my gas tank so I can drain their energy because, it's full on. But it's been cool having other dads do on the journey with me. So we meet up at 5 a.m. 3 times a week, and then kind of get in our mahi, and then before the day started you kind of already feel accomplished, So,
how far are you running in the morning, and are you not... I feel like I'd be wrecked for the rest of the day if I had run like half a marathon in the morning.
Yeah, we do 2 short runs and a long run.
All
so
right.
2 short runs, like 10k.
I don't know if that's short, bro.
Yeah, well, at the start that was pretty daunting, and then you're like, okay, it's manageable. I can do 10k in less than an hour. Those kind of runs aren't for time or anything. It's more just getting time on feet.
Yep.
And then here I am dropping the word, the terminology.
He's a runner now.
He's a runner already.
Got my Garmin, got my Oakley Meta glasses, got the right shoes. I'm like,
Got all the gear.
Right. I have no idea. But I've been loving meeting up early morning. Sometimes we ran on a Saturday for our long run. We were doing a 37k run. So it takes about 3 hours. So I had to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, fuel, get some kai in me, get the right hydration, and then on the road at 4. And people are still coming home from town. We're meeting up.
You're probably looking at them.
Bro, they're heckling us like, stop being a hero. Got my camel pack on. And I'm like, bro, times have changed, Where they're finishing their night and we're just starting our day. And it was pretty buzzy being in town around that time. And just like you just on your own pretty much. We start with a few of us, and then once you kind of find your flow, I just go at my own pace. And then run along Mission Bay, which is the race. We run along to St Heliers and then run it back. So it's been cool having just a different challenge for myself and kind of enjoying the variety in training and kind of learn what to do and how to push your body, push it past its limits. And it's kind of like the more it's all in your mind really, that you can run as long as you want really. It's all a mental thing. So as long as your body's willing, then why not? So yeah, kind of love that side of it, as well as the purpose that we're running is for the charity and kind of spreading awareness. So what this charity is, Walk Without Fear, we speak at all schools around Aotearoa. It's kind of spreading awareness of discipline, how to respect, as well as how to regulate your emotions. So especially in our young people, they see what we do and they think, that's cool, and they look up to us, but that's very surface level of what we do. That's the hard work that we put into our mahi. That is where our young people need to learn that if you want to do this, there's a place to do it. On the street, there's no rules. You don't realise how vulnerable you are. People going out looking for trouble. And one decision can ruin your life and ruin a family's life. Where we've got a teammate that passed away a few years ago, Whaovaki, that was a victim to the coward punch. Unprovoked attack, walking home with his brother, and ended up getting blindsided and hit in the back of his head, and then never had a choice. That choice got taken away, and now being in the hospital, his family had to make the decision to turn off his life support. And being in the hospital in the room at the same time, it really hits home where it's like, we'd never want a family to go through this. His whānau had to go through, our gym, all of that, and we train with his brothers daily, and you see the empty hole that's left because they don't have their brother, their son, their father anymore. So yeah, it's pretty tough, and like it's raw, but it's real. And going around to different schools talking about consequences of violence, what we do as a sport, if you're starting a fight or being in a street fight at school or on the street, you don't know actually what you're doing. And there's a place to actually learn, but then you realise that it's not worth it. Like, there's a way of doing things, and learning how to respond rather than react to situations. So we're really big on giving kids the tools to be able to do that, and through martial arts is a great tool to learn those things as you're transitioning from a boy to a man, and just kind of spreading awareness around that. So that's the kaupapa, and it's been really impactful. The teachers have said, we've never seen these kids so engaged and quiet before.
Maybe out of fear.
Probably scared.
But no, when me, Izzy, and Yuge, our coach, talk at these schools, like, it's really, you don't realise what you're doing until you're present in the the community, and you see how much it means to them just to give your time. But the messages that we have really hit home, and I love that we can give back to the community and try and make it safer for our whānau.
Am I right in saying that with the trust, they are trying to change the laws? Because in Australia, when I studied a little bit of this, the legal side of it, if you do a coward punch, there's a minimum sentencing that if you do it, you go to jail for, I think it's a minimum of 5 years, something like that. So it's to stop that from happening out in the street. Is that what the crew are trying to achieve through this?
Yes, 100%. We've used Danny Green's campaign, The Coward Punch.
Yes.
He's the one that started it. So he saw in Australia a lot of street violence, and this was happening all the time. People are getting killed. And it's knowing what you're doing. So when people are punching you in the back of the head, you're trying to inflict the most damage you can on that person. Pretty much you want to kill them. So it's more of a deterrent. So if people know, like, I can get 10 years for killing someone, I'm not even going to bother because I don't want to ruin my life. So it's not more of the penalty. It's more of to show that, if this is what you want to do, this is the consequences. So, like I said before, there's a place to do fighting if you want to do it for real and train, and then you realise it's not worth it. And I've always learnt you can always talk your way out of a situation. I always say fighting is the last resort. That's if your life is threatened or your whānau's life's threatened. Before all of that, you can always, it's not worth it, walk away. And it's trying to change that behaviour in our schools where, don't get your phone out and start filming. Get a teacher or stop it yourself or get the right people that can intervene rather than trying to be a part of the problem. We want to have a solution. So just trying to change behaviours before it's too late, before something happens, and then, we have to try unlearn habits. So we try to get to our rangatahi and our young people, before they start to, play up, pretty much. So it's cool. You've seen a massive difference in schools. I think one of the schools we taught at, they had some school fights that were going to be organised, and they ended up the kids ended up cancelling them all, and they've seen a behavioural change. So that's something that we're happy and proud of, that we're making a difference.
Amazing. You speak about your two young boys, and then also you see the benefits of martial arts. Is that something that you would get them to participate in?
Yeah, I've got my boys, or my oldest especially, Kobe, he's 4, got him into boxing and jiu-jitsu. So he's got about 10 minutes of focus. And, then
and he's got a lot of energy.
I feel you. I know what you mean.
So he's full on, but he likes it. It's just more of I want to teach him these fundamental skills to help him. I don't want him to be a fighter, both of my sons. It's not really a pathway I want our kids to go down, just because this is what I've known for the last 15 years, and it's hard. It's going to take a lot of toll, a lot of pressure, especially, his dad already been in the space. I don't want him to have that pressure on him to be able to, fill those shoes. So kind of just get him into everything, not just martial arts, swimming. He's been talking about gymnastics lately, so maybe get him on the mats down there and get him on the tramp. Just kind of let him figure out what he likes, and then channel that outlet. But the main thing is just keeping him busy, because he's got too much energy. I can't be up all night trying to wrestle him to bed.
Take him on those runs with you.
He'll be on those runs with you.
Hard out.
And the work that you're doing in the schools in kutas, is that something that you sound passionate when you talk about, something that you look at doing more of? Yeah,
definitely. I'm just about to develop, I guess, a trust or a charity with my old man, who's he's worked in that space for about 30 years. He's been he represents children as a lawyer, so he's kind of seen it all. Used me as like a way to get into the kids to be able to build that trust and reward good behaviour. We want to make something official, and something that I love doing is giving back and being of service to the community. It just shows how much it means to, the kids and their parents and the schools when you can, give back your time, and you see them really take on board the messages, and you kind of have someone that they can identify with. It's not just someone you see on TV. I kind of talk about more of the human side of what I do that can resonate with them. As I can say I was at high school when I was your age. I used to be shy and timid and not know who I was, and figuring out life, and then kind of built my confidence from my sport or from my journey, and then full circle talking about my real journey, being kind of proud of who I am and not shying away from that side of me, and using that as your anchor to know where you're heading. And full circle with the kids at Kohanga has kind of like pushed me more, especially my wife doing takiru last year, wanting to do my part as well, and just reconnect, strengthen those connections, as well as be on that journey with them, not just leave it to my wife to teach our boys. So kind of enjoying all of that side of things, other than just the fighting side of my life. 15 years I've been doing fighting, so enjoying kind of just taking a break from all that stuff, and if that's in the guest speaking and talks at schools, or just being at home and wearing my dad hat and being in that space, and just loving kind of having a bit of time to do things that are important.
How has that journey been, both with your partner learning te reo Māori and instilling te reo Māori into your kids? What's the reality of that, learning our reo?
It's humbling when you're getting called out by your own kids. It's like, Kau, not prehi mana. And then it's like, oh, son, what's this? Waka? And he says, Kau, weenie. Aroha mai. But no, it's just seeing my wife's journey the last year, her growth, and seeing how much just strengthens the person you want to be, and knowing who you are is such a it's so inspiring, really. And just to be so comfortable in te ao Māori setting, and to give our kids that taonga of knowing their native tongue and speaking reo. I just love that's the life we want to give our kids. And it's not my parents' fault that me and my brother weren't really immersed in our culture. It was just the different times back then. And that was a way that they thought we'd be able to get ahead. But full circle now, as a parent especially, I can kind of give my kids that upbringing and not sacrifice what it means to be successful. If that's get a good job, or commit to a sport or something, I want them to do that all, as well as know their reo, and just be comfortable in their own skin.
Man.
So I've been loving just being a part of that journey with my wife and my whānau, and just trying to keep up. I was doing your courses for a while. We were doing our weekly online Zooms. And just trying to keep up. And then just life got busy, and it's hard when trying to prioritise your real journey and giving your time, but then it gets too weeks and weeks pass, and you're like, I'm so far behind, and then before you know it, you're like,
it's a new year.
Just gets pushed to the side. So.
Matariki has risen. Bro, I'd just like to, one thing we do talk about with a lot of our athletes on this podcast is, the inclusion of our culture within their environments. And one thing I did notice about your campaign this year was you were unapologetically Māori in everything you did. And how was that? Because you have a huge following in the UFC, and how did what was your experience? Were you a bit nervous about that? A lot of people questioning, and just tell us a little bit what made you get into doing that, bro?
I guess I was on my rise to fight for the world title, and kind of doing that, I wanted to show all sides of me. Not just the training side of me, but I wanted to tap in emotionally and spiritually. So I was already doing stuff with my rōpū, Te Poho o Hini Kahukura. Just a part of their campaign. I wasn't trying to make the Te Matatini stage.
I'm sure you went close though.
Maybe one day, but just to be down there, shout out to Neti and Jeff. Man, the amount of aroha they have to just let me be in that space and soak in all the knowledge was really fulfilling. And the amount of work that goes into a kapahaka routine, it's insane.
It's crazy.
The amount of hours.
Full-time
professional, man.
100%. And the commitment is, second to none. If you have to really be all in, that's something I really admired about everyone a part of the rōpū. They're really just committed. They turn up for the full weekend. If they got kids and stuff, they just make the commitment and work around it, just for that one day for Te Matatini. So just being in that space, really loved. It was training, but a different way for me. It was like being coordinated. It was being kapaka fit. So I could do all the running and all the burpees, but when you start adding singing to all of that and haka, I was gassed. Every day losing my voice. I'd never come home so shattered before. Just trying to remember the kupu.
You're like, put me in the octagon any day.
100%. I was like, I'd rather get punched in the face because we had to do our rehearsals in groups. So we, I don't know if I can say it, but we had the young fellas, so like under 20s. They were called the little diddles. We had the middle group, so 20 to 30, the middle diddles. And then we had the over 30s was the, what's their name? The saggy diddle. So I was in the over 30s, so I was like, oh shit, I'm not a part. I thought I was in the young group, but they're like, no, you're one of the matuas, you're in the master, you're in the kōrero group. So being a part of that, and then just being so I guess, exposed, and it's just real whakama. And I've never been a part of kapahaka in a competitive setting like that. I've only done kapahaka growing up in intermediate school and high school. So to be in like a full drop top, going through all of our items, and then having to, have the stamina to be able to give it everything. And I loved that. Like, it felt like I was about to walk out to the octagon in the UFC. It's the same type of wairoa that you have to, and mindset you have to tap into. It's like unleash, just go hard, don't hold back. And I knew that kind of training was actually going to complement my fighting training. Because I was able to do what our tupuna would have done going into their, getting into their prep and process to be able to go onto the battlefield or for whatever kaupapa they were competing for, or not competing, but actually living and dying for. So I could channel that, the god tūmatoenga, and be very intentional. And just picking up little gems that I could take on board, not just for fighting but for life, and just feel really connected and fulfilled every day being a part of that, and seeing everyone's just there because they're Māori, and they want to be immersed in it. So that helped in my campaign. So organically I was just a part of that. I wasn't even fighting for a world title, but then a year passed. I thought I would have fought earlier, but then the UFC said, nah, we're just going to put you on ice and we want you to fight for the title. And then I said to my rōpū, would you guys be keen to unleash on the world stage and be behind me? And they were just like, 100% we'll be there, whatever you need, kind of thing. So I knew for the campaign for my world title, I just wanted to showcase our culture, our people, and no better time than now to do that. So it was kind of crazy how it all came together. And then Te Ao hit me up, said, I'd love to kind of show your journey, and we can really capture all those special components of a fight camp. And then just having our rōpū a part of it, Te Ao being able to tell my story, one of the best storytellers of our generation, and just really give an insight of what's it like to be Māori and what's it like to fight for a world title, and wearing all the different hats I have, being a coach at the Warriors, a part of the rest, a part of their team, being a father of two boys, being a husband. There's so many things that I do in my space, and I have to be able to give energy to all those things and not take too much away from my priority, which is fighting for a world title. So it was just navigating all of that, and it was hard. It was definitely hard. I think I filmed for 2 months straight every day. So it's just a lot of energy given to a camera, but I knew that this was bigger than me. So that was kind of carrying me. It was like, nah, like if I'm tired and I don't feel like talking today, it's like, well,
the Wairoa's got you.
I want to, I want to just keep going, and that's what I was really proud of. Is our end product was showing everything. We got emotional, unpacking layers that I didn't really know I hadn't unpacked of myself. My name, when Daniel Cormier asked me why is your name James, but your parents don't call you that, and it's like if you don't come from culture, you won't understand. And how when you had to shorten your name, or because it's been messed up so many times growing up, that you're just kind of over it. So you're just like, I don't even want to deal with it. People won't get that unless they've gone through that same situation. So I had so many people messaging me.
Yeah, that was a cool video.
That were like, this resonates so much. What you've said and what you've talked about. It's not just for Māori, it's everyone that goes through that. So it was kind of cool to, like, I'm crying in front of the camera and stuff, but I'm not ashamed to do that. I already fight in the UFC. I don't need to show that I'm tough. You know? So it was cool to show all those different sides to me, as well as the fight itself. Obviously came up short, didn't win the title, but every person I've had an encounter with since the fight, they didn't even talk about it. They said, we're so proud of you, bro, what you did for us. And bringing our people on that world stage, like, it just reminds me that that's the legacy I want to leave behind, not just winning a world title. And just all the accomplishments that you try to achieve. It's a joy in that journey along the way that that I'm most proud of. So
What was like the turning point for you? Because a lot of our athletes that we've spoken to come on and talk about that, and we've always talked about like the importance of of our reo and our culture, and elevating our game. You're at the top of your game at the moment, and for you to do this is huge, and it shows the importance of our culture. So you're sort of leading the way. And what would you say to some of our athletes who are sort of on the fence, halfway through their career, just starting their career? What was the moment for you that made you leap?
just knowing that like doesn't matter who you are, what title you've won, or what background you come from, that shouldn't be all your identity. It shouldn't be wrapped up in your mahi. That's not the only thing you are. So that kind of made me dive a bit deeper, especially meeting my wife and having our children. It kind of made me be a lot more, add more layers to me. That fighting is quite surface level, and then once you dive a bit deeper, it's like, well, actually, once I do finish fighting, well, who am I? What is my validation of my self-worth, and then knowing, your kids, my little kids are looking up to me, regardless if I win the world title or not, they're still looking at me like I'm the world champ. So just, kind of being on that journey of that's what you want to put energy into, things that actually matter, regardless if you win or lose, you still have yourself. And being quite okay with that. And that's your safety net of who you are, and after fighting's long gone, being okay and content with that, because a lot of people, especially in fighting, there's so many massive highs, but there's a lot of lows, and being okay to be able to live a life where there's that balance, and when the light and the spotlight's not there anymore, you don't want to be chasing those things. You want to chase stuff that actually gives you meaning and a bit more direction on what's actually important. So I know for me it's going back on who I am and tapping into my roots and learning more about myself and my culture, and giving my kids that kind of not just talking about it and just doing it as well, leading with my actions. So I've really loved just diving a bit deeper into myself and being a part of, if it's a ropu or doing wānanga, and going back to our marae, and going back to a more simpler life where you know where your kai's coming from, living on the whenua, getting off a screen, and actually spending time with whānau, and having kōrero, and our elders aren't going to be there forever. So if no one's retaining that knowledge from our elders, is going to be lost. So knowing that's a priority now for me, especially in the space that I'm in. Just want to for my whānau know that I want to be just a bit more leveled up in that space, so I feel a bit more comfortable on the marae, and if I do have to speak, I can be able to do it. It's not just rely on my older brother to do it every time. And I guess for our athletes, knowing that shouldn't just be everything. Obviously, there's priority and a shelf life of how long you can do your career, but you got to have different eggs in different baskets. If that's in who you are as a person and your culture, if it's in other businesses outside of fighting, and then the constant evolution of learning doesn't stop. Even if you're retired, you can always learn a new skill, or don't put yourself in a box. To know that there is other pathways, there's other avenues. Like your brother's a great example. When he had his injury, his world would have been devastated, not being able to fulfill his footy career, but then that pivoted him into social media, and then being able to still be connected to sport, but in a different pathway of telling the story rather than being the athlete. So just finding your avenue and something that fulfills you and makes you feel good.
And what is it like working with Te Api's brother, bro?
I just know he's the guy that he loves a mission. So if he's committed, he'll he doesn't have responsibilities. Like, he can do whatever he wants, and that's all good. But it's like, bro, I've got other stuff I got to do as well. I can't
go
drop
fishing all
everything.
day.
It's like, bro, you're gonna put me in the dog box and I won't be able to go home.
And let me tell you, I'm friends with your wife Sade, and she is hearty from the FFN.
Pretty much. So it's like, I love being around it. I learn so much, you know. There's kōrero about, he's got stories for everything, and there's a reason, and a whakapuaki, and a whakatauki for, you know, so
Everything.
much. So just being around it, it makes me, just really appreciate, you know, there's levels to be able to speak reo. And
Bro, did he pay to go on stage with you?
Nah.
How did he get on there, bro?
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, nah, he's come all this way. I'll give him the green light.
From the hoodie.
Because I was like,
on, bro.
you know what you do when you get on stage? And he's like, nah, what do I do? And I was like, so you just got to follow me. I'll give you my shirt, and then go over, shake Dana White's hand, and then stand behind me. And he was watching like videos of other people doing it, just so he didn't like do anything different. Step it up. But no, he loved it. It was cool just to bring him along the ride on like fight week, and especially like in Vegas, the fight capital of the world. Yeah, and just the magnitude that you're on. It's a different level of a platform that you're on. Like, you land on your flight, and your poster is on the back of the flight, the seat on the TV.
And then on all the hotels.
On every hotel. Everywhere you go, you're just getting rated with people coming up to you asking photos. And it's cool, but it's like, this isn't reality. Like, it's just a heightened thing for that 1 week. Yeah. But they do this like every week, you know, so kind of just like, you're there embracing it all, but then you're like, okay, I've still actually got to do my job and go out there and perform at my best. So kind of bringing him along for that ride was cool. And then just having him to do like having Te Awa do karakia for us, and be able to give our embrace our culture in a space that we don't usually do that. And then he gave me the rako of tūmatoenga, and I remember walking out of the bus to the stadium, and the security are looking at me like, bro, he's got a weapon. And they were like real freaking out, and I was like, no, it's a cultural thing, like, it's not what you think it is. And they're like, well, it has to stay in this locker room, you can't take it out anywhere. And it was just little things like that. I think we're pushing back on. I remember walking out for the press conference or the weigh-ins, and I had the Māori flag on me, and then the flag didn't have the New Zealand flag on the back, so they said, you can't have that flag, you have to have the New Zealand flag. And I said, no, I'm not doing that, like, I'm not walking out without this flag. And then they said, I have to talk to the boss. And I said, call Dana White.
Call him up.
Talk to the boss.
I'm walking out with this flag. Like, there's no other way. And then eventually they approved it. But I'm like, this is everything that we're going through right now. It's like, you can't tell me that when we're promoting this fight, you want to push our culture as like a marketing, promo, but anything that doesn't go against your guys'
rules and regulations,
then that we can't. And it's like, that's not how it works. Like, you take it all, otherwise
none.
None. So just kind of being yourself. And then the reactions from the fight, like, I did have a lot of people like trying to troll me, not understanding the pukana and not understanding, the way that I presented myself, but it wasn't for them to understand. It was I was speaking to our people, and speaking to that young boy that was me growing up, and being okay to be yourself and not shy away from that. That's who I was speaking to.
Yeah, that was me.
So to kind of hit home with all those messages, and it really did resonate with a lot of people. Really proud of that.
I think we were all very, very proud.
Yeah. What's your playlist for your waiata while you're trying to psych yourself up into those things? So I remember seeing a video, and it's one of the boys from CKB. Yeah. I heard this haka playing in the background, and it was actually Te Aute College's haka.
Sure it wasn't Polder.
No. I can't remember what the bro's name is, but I was just like buzzed out at he was listening to our school haka that no one will know where our kura was unless you played against us or knew where we were. But what's the music that you sort of listen to get you ready, or even if you do listen to? the tunes?
A bit of everything, really. I don't really have like a set playlist. It's just what I'm feeling at the time. I don't have to amp myself up to be get into that zone, but I do, like, if it's a Te Matatini album, I'll chuck that on and just something that's hits home for me, is especially haka. Anytime you put on haka, you just go to that place. Anything, and especially anything from Aotearoa, so especially overseas, it just makes you feel like you're at home. So in the backstage where we're warming up, just jamming any playlist that's from Aotearoa. So it's nice to have that little comfort, and you kind of forget what you're doing, and you're just kind of enjoying it with your mates and your coaches that are around you. So it kind of takes away from the pressure, and don't even think about it until it's time when you're walking out to the curtain and they say we're walking in 5, and then they're counting you down, and you just know there's about 30,000 people behind that curtain waiting for you. So that's why I love walking out to Stan's song, his Waiata, just to have a piece of home with me, and I kind of just take myself away from what I'm about to go do and just enjoy it.
Speaking of a piece of home, I know you speak about your wife Sade, but one of the moments for me is both of you coming off the bus together, and I want to know what that's like for you, knowing that you have got a strong wahine by your side, win or lose, and she supported you through your career, and also knowing, because when I speak to Shard, and obviously she goes through all those nerves and having to watch you put yourself through that. But what's it like for you knowing that she's by your side, ride or die, and she's in that stand no matter what?
Yeah, it's pretty special, just having such a strong wahine toa right next to me. And I draw a lot of strength from her. But it's the lead up. It's not just the fight day. It's everything that comes into a fight camp. She has to, pick up the slack when I have to be selfish, and it's just because I have to do that for my mahi. And she's the ones that's doing all the kids, pick up, drop off, putting them to bed. It's relentless, and it's like this is part of being a professional athlete. Your partner is like a big part of your success. Without them, you wouldn't be able to do what you do. And she is the backbone and the rock of our whānau. So I always tell her, like, I appreciate her so much, but people don't really see that. They just see you winning, but it's all of us winning. Luckily that I have her in my life to kind of help me and push me to be my best. But the thing about I love about my wife is she's most happiest around her whānau, living off the whenua close to the moana. That's what she loves about us, is that's where we're the most happiest. We just brought a new whare up in Ahipara, and we go up quite a bit, and that's what we want to be doing, when we're not in the hustle and bustle and tamaki. We try to get away as much as we can and just be doing things that we want to be doing, and that's just being outdoors with our kids and being around whānau, having barbecue and going out fishing, going on a mish, parking up, doing a bonfire on the beach. That's
what a life, man.
Tell these fellas to park their boat up there for you.
That's the.
When are we coming up?
Yeah, when are we coming up?
Well, just let us know, bro. No mai hara mai. But no, that's the that's the kind of life that we want to be living. It's just more just simpler. Getting away from all the noise and getting off grid.
I want to touch on your mahi with the Warriors. You came in as their wrestling coach, and I've loved watching that journey. But whilst you've been doing it, who out of the Warriors stands out to you that is a good wrestler or grappler, or who you think could possibly do a fight one day in the octagon if you had to pick one or two players from the Waz?
He's not with us anymore, but he was probably the best. Adam Blake.
Oh, yeah.
Just so naturally gifted.
Yeah.
And he didn't do any preseason with us. Like, he just came straight from internationals to the next year jumping on the mats. And he was ragdolling everyone. I was like,
really?
Bro, you've done this before? He's like, nah. just learned on the street.
Just my cousins.
Yeah. So I was like, he's got it. Like, he's just so strong, but really agile and always on his feet. Really good balance and awareness. So he's someone that could easily pick up fighting, and it's just in his nature to be good at it. Few athletes though, like when Marcelo was here, Montoya, he was good.
Really?
Yep. The SJ wasn't bad. When he was on the mats. A lot of the times,
Was he on
my shoulder.
on the bike?
Just on the bike today. And I was like,
Gold card, eh?
I was like, Coach, can we check these boys? Because a lot of injuries and not a lot of mat time. No, we got a lot of boys that are buying into it now. And, Rog, he's a gun. Chance, having fish on the mats now.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many guys that are just freak athletes that you teach them and they're sponges. They pick it up straight away and they're using it and doing the live wrestling. They're actually practicing it and then executing on the field the next week. So, yeah, it's cool. I've been a part of the club, 3 years now. When I had that meeting with Webby about jumping on board, the guy that actually got me that interview was Blairy, Adam Blair. Yeah, we used to work at Te Whakaata Māori at, was it Toa? What was our show called?
I know
Te
one,
Toa. It was our sports show that we did with all different codes, and got really close with Adam, and he said, we need a wrestling coach, would you be keen? And I was like, hell yeah, like I've been waiting for this. I grew up watching this team and now I get a chance to actually help the boys out. So he set up that meeting, and then me and Webby hit it off, and said I'll work around my schedule and help out wherever I can. So every year, just see how we can do it better. I think a big part of it is just building our foundation, so we're not starting from scratch. So 3 years now we've been able to upskill a lot of the boys and get them to a certain level where they know what they're doing now. It's just refining, and it's like same in fighting. If you go away from something, you lose your the details.
Yeah.
So it's just refining that every time and sticking to your process. So when you're in your season, it doesn't need to be a long session, just needs to be half an hour, but you're at least going over the stuff that actually helps on the field.
Yeah.
A big part of fighting is your mentality, and you can be as skillful and as talented as you want, but it's the mindset. That's what you got to have on game day and in the cage. You got to go in ruthless, take everything. Don't expect to win. You got to go out there and take it from them, and that's when it's not like a skill you can learn. It's something you only learn from repetition and grinding and that confidence. Is like, wherever this goes, I know that I'm going to come out on top because he doesn't want it as bad as I want it. So just getting the buy-in from the boys in that way, and bringing them into our gym, different scenery, gets an edge. They're like, oh shit, who's here? Eugene, our coach, Izzy's there, a few of the other boys. So kind of gets them uncomfortable. Yeah. But you need to go to those places and make it familiar to actually be able to do your best. So I've been loving being a part of it.
Are those sessions like you said, you're teaching them technical stuff, but are there somewhere it's just pure engine building? Because I remember jiu-jitsu or wrestling was part of some of our pre-seasons for Super Rugby, but it was like stupid wrestling. Like one guy had to wrestle the whole team. Like that sort of stuff. So
some sessions are designed just to break you. And
it broke me.
Still broken.
Nightmares.
Yeah, but that's it. It's just a way of building you back up. So you have to break them down, and just know that you got to go to that dark place. It's going to hurt. It's not designed for you to win. We have a lot of those trainings at our gym where the coach is testing you to know that whatever he throws at you, you can cope, and at least stay with it and be, focused enough, or maintain your focus, even if you can't breathe. You're exhausted, but you're still willing to just keep moving. Or if you can breathe, you can still fight. So we do a lot of those kind of sessions. Usually about an hour long, and it's tough, but you get better every week. It's like, okay, cool. I won't get tapped out 10 times now. I'll try to go for 5. And then at the time, I'm like, I've never even taught these guys submissions. How are they choking people out? Well, yeah, it's cool to be able to see that progression.
Yeah.
And then on game day, seeing it being executed on the field, and like it's like the little things like nailing, like hands off the field. Same in martial arts, you put your hands on the mat or off the mat on your body, because then that's applying pressure. And it's like, if I'm like 65 kgs, if I can make myself feel heavier and get you down, and you're a lot bigger than me, is the technique that we're learning. So yeah, that's something that they've really bought into, and just keen to learn, and I guess seeing something from a different lens is a big way of always evolving. If you kind of always stagnate looking at it through the way you've seen things, you might miss things. So I think that's what's big about Webby bringing me in, is I don't come from a footy background. I come from a martial arts background, but
Bring a different view.
The same body mechanics is transfers, and that's just how to maximize leverage, making yourself heavier than you are, body awareness, being connected from your feet up, spatial awareness, so knowing where people are while you're training, because that's when most injuries happen, when you get a body coming
roll
in,
into someone.
and it happens. So just all those skills you're learning, and then also how to be efficient with your breathing while you're under the pump. So
it's
translating
crazy.
all of that stuff.
Like when you're in it, you're like, oh no, I just want to get out of here. I hate this. Now that I've retired, I think about all those sessions. I'm like, actually, I'd be keen to do another one of those.
Well,
Until you get back in there.
my next partai is the bars obviously go to CKB, but when you look at the fighters at CKB, could you see any of them making it on the league field? If you had to pick anyone?
Carlos.
Carlos.
He could have been a professional rugby
Yes.
player. So he was suspended, and that's why he picked up fighting.
Yeah. Was he suspended from fighting?
Bro, he threw a knee in the game.
Oh, no.
Had the guy in the clinch and threw a knee. He got a 10-week ban, or 10-game ban. And in that space, he was like, I got to go have an outlet to train. So then went to the boxing gym, and then that was it. He hung up the boots and then picked up fighting.
And look at him now.
Yeah, about to fight for a world title.
Yeah,
Nine-fight
incredible.
win streak, so. Yeah, I think he could have easily been a Kiwi or All Black.
Yeah.
He's just that freak, 5% body fat, 6'5".
Yeah.
Just
Could be good at anything,
exactly.
really, eh?
Athlete.
got it all. Model? No.
Yeah, could have been a model, chose fighting instead.
Must be nice.
You could have played footy.
No, I was always too small, eh?
Did you do any other sports?
Soccer was my main sport.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so soccer, that's why I went to Mount Albert Grammar. I was a part of the academy there, but never really broke through. I was always a good player, but not the top tier guy. So I kind of just was over team sports up to high school, and I was like, it was actually funny. It was either snowboarding or fighting.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I was in my school
sweet.
snowboarding team, me and my brother, and I think I got top 10 in the North Island for slope style. So all the tricks, rails, jumps and stuff. But then I was like, do I want to chase winter for the rest of my life? Or do I want to move to Thailand and chase summer? I'm going to summer. So, it was buzzy that was a pathway back then. It was like, over soccer, I want to commit to something that's just all on me. And then fighting was the kind of ultimate. That's where I felt like I was getting the most tested and challenged.
Wicked.
Unreal. We're just going to, before we finish up the podcast, we could talk to you all day, just talk about some of the other
So
sport.
many hats, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the other sport that we've had on the weekend just gone. We'll start with the rugby league. Samoa beat Tonga over there in Brizzy, 34-6. Just a dominant display from Samoa, even with the lightning delay and everything. But I just think it's been a great celebration of culture that we've got to see across the Pacific Championships. And this weekend, it will continue here at Eden Park. We've got our Kiwi Ferns playing the Jillaroos, and then Tonga versus the Kiwis. Xavier Willison will make his debut for the Kiwis. He's been named off the bench. Tamaire Martin gets the nod with Jeremy Marshall-King being injured, and Sebastian Chris will come in to the wing, as well as Ronaldo Militalo has unfortunately done his ACL. But a big weekend of rugby league for us all to look forward to, and it's just been great to see all the cultures celebrated up here.
Yeah, definitely. It was cool to not hear any booing.
But they must have watched the podcast and heard your kōrero.
Yeah, and that lightning was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was like up to an hour off
Yeah.
the field.
Yes.
Like, never really seen that before.
Yeah.
But yeah, Samoa were too good, and looking forward to the Tonga and Kiwi game, and
Yeah.
hopefully Tamari was listening in your wrestle sessions, bro. It looks like
You have
he's
to
gonna be
wrestle
in
down
the-
at it.
He's good. T's got it. He's got some tricks up his sleeve that I've taught him.
It's the banter after the game.
Yeah.
That's been the funniest to watch, like the Samoan Tonga banter
Yeah.
on social media. There's some good ones out there. Versace on the floor.
We went for a run on that Monday morning, me and Willie Cribb,
Yeah.
and there were still Samoan fans partying, and it was 5 a.m. They're running past and, oh, can we grab a photo? Flags and everything. I'm like, bro, go to bed.
Crack up.
Oh, yeah, well, it'll be no different this weekend, so make sure you support or watch if you can. We also had the Silver Ferns beat the Australian Diamonds in Kiriroa, 61-52, right after Dame Nolene got reinstated. We've been following this saga. She'll join the team at the end of the year, but just crazy that once all that happened and kind of settled,
Yeah.
the Ferns come out and just absolutely dominated Australia. They play in Christchurch tonight, actually. So hopefully they can retain the Consolation Cup. Diamonds struggling. They always struggle to get a win here, but hopefully all that raru with the Silver Ferns is over now. And, you know, a big mihi to everyone, and especially to Dave Knowles. And we look forward to seeing her back with the team at the end of the year once that's underway. Right, we also had the Aotearoa New Zealand Māori League Tour kind of tournament up here that you and Ngāti Porou were part of. I first of all want to give a big mihi to everyone involved, all the volunteers, the refs. I got to do some commentary, and I was just blown away with the level of skill, but also the effort that goes into putting on these tournaments, which we say Māori Rugby League do almost every couple of weeks down there in Rotorua. And even like I went for a hiko just in between games, and just even the backfields are full of games being played and whānau supporting. But Api, from your perspective, just a great tournament to be part of.
Yeah, another awesome tourney. Big mihi to our whānau in Australia. Like, there's more and more teams coming from Australia.
My New South Wales Māori League,
yeah.
wahine.
Yeah. And a lot of them, it's their first time coming back to Aotearoa still. So, and a lot of them are staying on marae and, you know, talking about what Kai's talked about, you know, earlier, and reconnecting to our culture and, you know, using rugby league as a vehicle. So, yeah, it was an awesome kaupapa. Didn't get the biscuits this year, this time
They're
round.
pretty good though.
Yeah, but we're growing, and big mihi shout out to our wahine. They've really improved. Last year was their first year, and this is their second year. A lot of them, it's their first time playing rugby league. So.
Yeah.
Did you win the haka?
Yeah, we won the haka.
Yes.
So
That's the
There you
time.
go,
That's the
most
tonga.
important tonga. But yeah, big mihi to everyone involved, and another awesome weekend.
Yeah, and Joe, for you, it was the CrossFit Teams Nationals.
Teams Nationals,
so how'd you go, bro? How's the body?
No,
How was
body's,
that kaupapa?
Body's feeling good. It was a good weekend, good vibe. I think we'll hopefully we get back down there again, maybe.
Yeah.
But CrossFit Nationals will feature my Sharpen Up. But no, it was
yeah.
good. It was a good weekend. Our team finished 46 or something. It was a bit of a drop from last year. We finished 11th last year. And then, come back this year. But it was because it was a new team. So some of the workouts were pretty crazy.
It was incredible to see them on social media.
Yeah, ones that we didn't train for. Some exercises we thought that probably a bit too
Advanced.
too
What is
advanced
your
for
strength or weakness?
mine.
Yeah.
Nothing on the no gymnastics. That's not me.
Kipping.
No muscle ups.
Yeah, I can do those
Lifting?
butterfly pull-ups.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
But my strength for the weekend was all the lifting. I did majority of the lifting for our team, and
Have you ever gone into CrossFit, Kai?
Nah, it's
Not
my
yet.
shoulders, eh? That's
Oh,
can't
yeah.
handle the load, eh? It's too hard on.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, full respect, you got to learn the technique before you
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just jump in.
Although there was a funny story because it was meant to be a front squat when we were talking about it last week. Then
yes.
they changed it to your 3-rep max thruster, so like a front squat
Oh,
and
yeah.
push
Push.
overhead. And so I'm all good with change. Like I've been in those environments where you got to adapt to change,
Yeah.
and some of my teammates were like stressing out and like we've never practiced this, and we're like, hey, just who cares? Just get in and do it.
Yeah.
And when we were on the floor, I wanted to do 100 kg thruster
Yeah.
because I warmed up in it. And then when we got there, the bars were different, and then our maths was not mathing.
Why are these weights heavier?
The boys chucked on the weights, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's 102." Got it up. I failed the last rep, and then the judge was like, "Oh, you failed 112." I was like, "Wow, I can't go back now. I'm too gassed." So I had to go back to the lighter weight that I opened up with, and yeah, that threw us out a bit. So,
Nice. But awesome to see everyone participate on the weekend,
Yeah.
and great kaupapa down there at Mystery Creek. Just two other things I want to mention. Joe Parker unfortunately lost on the weekend, but was very humble in defeat. So we send a big mihi to Joe. But Titus Proctor, he had a great win, and we've just been watching him on the rise. Kai, your thoughts on Titus Proctor? And just, I mean, he's going to be, he already is, but I mean, the future is scary of what he can accomplish in his sport.
Yeah, so talented. I've commentated a few of his fights, so I've known about him for years. But yeah, just seeing the rawness and the hunger. He fights every week, but now to finally get a shot on 1FC, one of the other bigger promotions in the world, making his Muay Thai debut, and just went out there and just stole the show. Just overwhelmed the kid. That was somewhere in Asia, and just did what he does always, and that's just come out guns blazing, and then ended up stopping the guy. So it's cool to see, and sky's the limit. You know, he could definitely go all the way and become a world champion. But I just love the hunger. It like reminds me of, you know, when we all first started. It's just you just want to fight because you love it, not because of anything else. So yeah, exciting.
Yeah, big mihi to Titus Proctor. Right, to finish our show, we do our sharp as or sharpen up moments. I'll let you have a think about yours, Kai. Have you got one already, Uppy?
I'll go after you. I was going to think of one.
All right, I've
Joe's got one. You can start.
Etifano. So we're down at the Māori Tuakana tournament, and my dad's part of the board, part of that kaupapa. He came over with the New South Wales Māori Rugby League as well. He's a chairman for that. So we're watching the games, and he comes to meet Uppy's sister, and they never met before. So Dad goes in to do a hungi, and then poor Quee is trying. She's like, oh, and then she's trying to move her hat because she had a cap on because it's sunny. The hungi ended up being a bit of a key.
On the lip.
My dad is still so embarrassed and Whakama about it. He told me, you have to apologise to Uppy's sister. We were in hysterics, losing it. Even that night when we brought it up to Queen, she's like, I didn't know whether to bring it up or just pretend it didn't happen. We've had segments before about hungi's gone wrong, and that's to my dad to sharpen up because one of those moments.
you would have been embarrassed too. You would have got. Did you go red?
Holy heck. And then no one said anything. Oh, it's crack up.
Oh, so that's my sharpen up moment from the week. Shout out to my dad.
My sharpen up goes to the organiser of Nationals.
Yep.
Just this year just seemed a little bit disorganised. Although the vibe was fun and good, everyone that was participating had fun. There's just a few things in this in the weekend that just didn't seem organised enough. Won't go into too much details. We spoke about them off here. Yeah, always room for improvement. But yeah, just sharpen up to the bros that organised Nationals.
But a sharp as moment for you might be Vita C.
Yep.
Looks like
sharp as moment to Vita C. If you can see, they do pre-workout drinks, but this one was is a immune support drink, more of a recovery, kind of like a Lucozade, but
Nice.
they saw one of the social media videos and they were keen to reach out during the weekend and
Cool.
hook me up with some drinks and just get people to try them out. If you are out there, jump on, have a drink, try them out.
Sugar-free? I'll be
sugar
trying
free.
one after.
I'm not sure how retired athletes get sponsored products, but I'll take it.
Uppy, for you, any sharp as or sharpen
just
up
my
moments?
sharp as moment, just to everyone involved in rugby league at the moment, all our different cultures. It's been an awesome spectacle, you know, whether it's the wahine, the tāne, and just upholding our cultures with mana. It's been pretty cool to see over the weekend.
Nice.
And good luck to the bros running the marathon this weekend.
Yes.
There it is.
I'll be there to support.
Not running.
No. Unless you can get me on the stage, bro. Like, I'll walk behind you with my phone.
Just get ready get the beers ready, bro. You're gonna have to earn these ones. Before I forget, I've got not a sharpen up moment, but announcement.
Yep.
Ooh.
So for the charity, I just picked these shoes up from Essex. Shout out to Essex. I'm gonna be running in these.
Nice.
Ooh.
Look like Essex, Tokyo.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna make me faster, but
Look fast, bro.
I'll look
They
them
look
up.
fun.
Yeah, all the gear.
So I'm gonna run in these, and then I'm gonna sign them, and then so the highest bidder, they can have these as a collection. We're gonna have a cool case that they'll come in, so just a part of the charity and getting behind me. Yeah, if you want to win these, there'll be some more details on my socials.
Nice.
Just be on the lookout for that. But yeah, hopefully I hit a PB and they can go to a good home.
Awesome.
Sure.
That's your sharp as
Too
moment,
much, brother.
absolutely. Well, Kaiwi, thank you so much for coming on Sharpen Up, being part of this, sharing your story, and just being, I guess, one of the role models for all our people. And we've been loving following your journey, even getting to know you and your whānau and everything that you do. So a big mihi to you for being part of this for us.
Thank
Nice,
you,
brother.
thank you for having me and letting me have a kōrero, and nice to finally have. No, you've been hitting me up for a while now. Come on,
Sharpen up,
hey, I'm not on my schedule. I'm on everyone else's.
Busy man, bro. Busy man.
No, mihi, and I'll be back. Hopefully after this race, I can bring my medal in and bring you guys along for the next one.
Well,
I'll say.
mihi ana kia koe. Thank you to all our listeners as well, and to our sponsors, Beard Brothers. And we'll be back Aotearoa Wiki.
Chi chi.
Ka kite.
Mori ora.